This is Nancy Dye. I'm an equestrian mindset coach and a Tony Robbins trained strategic interventionist. And this is a fabulous testimonial for one of my clients, Gigi, calling me from her last day showing in Kentucky. So she just graduated from my basic equestrian mental skills coaching program with flying colors, and she does the AMI owner jumpers. Gigi, thanks for giving me a call. Let's start with your before and after.
Okay, when I called you, I was thinking of quitting the sport and just focusing on my daughter showing. I really just wasn't sure what to do. I was filled with indecisiveness, and I couldn't commit either way to the horse shows, and I didn't sleep the night before I would compete. And now things have changed drastically since I have been working with you. As you know, I'm so excited to share how this horse show has gone for me in Kentucky. I am sleeping at night before the shows. I'm working the program, which takes a commitment, but it's so worth it. So worth it. I go into that warm-up ring with so much certainty and confidence. I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I used to want to get my rounds over with. Now I'm begging to show in more classes, and I'm enjoying every second and every jump out there. And, Nancy, our biggest goal was for me to be committed, but to also love it and have fun with it again like I did as a kid. And that is back. I'm not kidding. I am getting the crowds to cheer for me after my last jump. I am fist pumping. I thought I had won the blue ribbon. I started celebrating, and I was 100th of a second off. I know, but you know what? My trainer and I decided I still won. In our minds, I won because I had the time of my life. That's been the biggest change, is how much I love doing this again.
What's your husband's thoughts about this?
Well, it's funny because when I was being indecisive and going back and forth and crabby, right before a horse show, he just didn't understand why I'd want to spend our money this way. And was it worth it? And now that I'm sending him these videos of me in the jumper ring laughing and smiling and telling him how much I love my horse, he has never been happier. He is so happy for me. He is thrilled and excited. And he can't wait, actually, for my next horse show to hear how I do. And he's encouraging, and he's having fun with it, too, which is a big change for both of us.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. Because how was he before?
He didn't get it. He's like, why are you doing this to yourself? If you're getting these nerves and you're feeling sick before you go in the ring and your hands are shaking and you're not sleeping and you're dreading going to the show, why are you doing this? And I would say, because it's my passion. And he would say, it just doesn't seem like it's your passion. And now he said, your passion is back, 100%. And he was actually sharing pictures of me with all his golfing buddies yesterday and bragging. One of the wives told me, bragging about how proud he is of me. The biggest thing, though, the best part of all of this is my 12-year-old daughter videotaping me. And I walked up behind her after, she had been videotaping me, and she was talking to one of the pony moms. And the pony mom said, oh, your mom was great out there. And my daughter said, my mom's a gladiator. And you know what? I know that my 12-year-old, most 12-year-olds don't really like their moms a lot, 12. So to hear that makes me just so proud of myself, proud of that I'm going to stick with this with joy and do this with my kid. What a gift. What a gift that I get to do this.
What a gift. And I remember clearly when you were wanting to quit, when we were coaching, that I kept asking you why, and it was a process for us to try to find what your true leverage is, because some people think, oh, it's to get the ribbon.
Yep. And mine was, I wanted to do this with my kid, and I don't want my child seeing me quit at anything. I want to empower my young daughter, and I want her to take away that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want when you commit to it and you put the time into it. And, I do my homework. I don't do this halfway. I didn't work the program halfway, as you know. In order to do it, I felt like, I'm going to do this and spending money on this. I'm going to give it 110%. and it worked.
And that is true. You really, really did work it 100%. And I do say that to so many of my clients. You know, the half-ass just doesn't get you anywhere in anything that you're doing in life.
Well, no, and it's also, you know, I think the biggest thing is the certainty now is that I'm going to that ring and I am going to have a great time. I don't feel uncertain anymore. You know, the other thing is being able to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know, no one wants to be uncomfortable. And so I had to work at that. You know, I had to work at saying it's okay to be uncomfortable sometimes. And I felt like there's no magic pill for this. You know, this mental work is as hard as the work you're doing on your horse in the ring every day. You know, they're equal. To me, they're equal. I can't do one without the other anymore at all. And my trainer, I came out of the ring after moving up to the meters. I came out of that ring and she looked at me and said, I have never been prouder of any of my clients before. And I got off my horse and she gave me a huge hug and said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Wow. That is massive, right?
It was amazing.
And that is absolutely amazing because, I mean, again, going from not being able to sleep at night, and even from the beginning, when you first called me, you talked about that, oh, I visualize, I do this, I do that.
Yep.
I mean, you were working on stuff, but it was not working for you.
It wasn't working for me. And what you did, I think that's so different from so many of the self-help books or listening to stuff. What you did is you tailor-made it to what the gaps were for me mentally. And I don't think most other people do that. I think it's more cookie cutter. And you made me answer some hard questions sometimes, you know, that I'd say, oh, no, it's fine. Or I'd make my jokes. It's fine. I don't want to be high maintenance. I'll make my jokes. And you wouldn't let me get away with that. And that was the difference. Don't you think?
Yes, yes. I mean, and it was tough for me because you were so damn entertaining.
Right, that's what the crowds think. Now I can be entertaining on course and good.
Right, and I said that to you. You're one of those that use humor to deflect.
And it's what I think elevated me to the next level to be able to accomplish what I've accomplished now. You know, and I'm telling you, I'm having the time of my life. I used to say, I'm going to just get through my one class and that's it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm begging. Can I do a second class? My trainer's like, oh, my Lord. Okay, yes.
Wow.
You know, I mean, I don't want to leave the ring. I'm out there showboating at the end because I have a grand finale.
She's doing her grand finale. What? No more. Oh, my God, it's the last line. I better not mess this up.
Yeah, thank God, get me out of this ring. You know, I mean, I'm. Yeah, you think I was Liza Minnelli out there? I want the accolades. I'm doing it.
Well, you're definitely getting that. And you know what? One more thing also, let me ask you this, and I so appreciate taking your time, especially when you're still right there in Kentucky and everything. But what about, because somebody mentioned this on Facebook, what they were most impressed about is that you're not sucking in all the negativity and fears.
Yes. So it was hard for me when I got here 2 weeks ago to Kentucky because I saw a lot of people I used to show with. I've shown, you know, on and off my whole life, and everybody's here. And it was so interesting to me because I didn't realize it before, but I was sitting with a group of barn mates, and they're saying, oh, look at the bending line. God, my horse hates bending lines. Is that a two-stride? That's awful. And I would say, we love bending lines. Oh, my gosh, my horse is a pro at two-strides. So I started getting a lot of dirty looks, you know.
Right.
And I realized then I had to separate myself from the negative until, you know, no matter what, I have to separate it. And in every aspect of your life, you should separate yourself from negative. But I did feel like I did, you know, what our plan was before I got on my horse. And I just, even after I rode, I would not let any negative come in. So, you know, a good example is I get done riding, an old friend goes in behind me, she falls off her horse, she comes out, she's like, can you believe the course designer did this, this, and this? I didn't want to put it in her face and say, I thought it was a lovely course. But,
right. So
I just said, are you okay? And she said, yes, you know, I'm fine. And I'm like, thank goodness, you know, that's fabulous. You're fine, your horse is fine, you'll get him next time. And I walked away. And I'm not going to be with people who blame everything else, you know, on what went wrong in that ring. And it's a gift. And I have valuable feedback. I'm not perfect. I chipped into a fence. I had a couple rails this week in the jumpers. But you know what? I now know what to do, so I don't have that again.
Perfect. So you're able to take that feedback and not beat yourself up.
And not take it personally or not think, oh, I'm horrible. Nope. I came out of the ring. I said, what in the world happened there? The trainer said, you just got a little too deep and whatever, and you just got casual with the hind legs. Try this next time. Fabulous. I went in, I tried it, didn't have the rail.
Wow.
And I think before I would have agonized and I would have said, there's the one I had the rail in. Oh, shoot, that's the rail. My horse takes rails. I don't do that anymore at all. That is not in my mindset at all anymore.
Wow. So all that self-talk, all that negativity, that doesn't come into your head anymore?
Not really. I was tired yesterday. I've been showing for 2 weeks. It was pouring rain and miserable. And for a fleeting second, I thought, the footing's going to be sloppy. I had this, as soon as it came into my head, the footing, I was like, you know what? It's going to be great because they're going to drag it. It'll be nice and soft. Lucky me, I get to go after the rain. And I nailed it.
Wow.
That's the difference. And it works. It works if you apply it.
And you really, really worked hard. I mean,
Yep.
Really, honestly. And not only that, I have to tell you, and I don't mention people's names, as you know, everything's so confidential, but, you were a star student. You were a star student.
Thank you.
So such a pleasure to coach. And, lastly, are you applying any of this to the rest of your life? Because as you know, I'm not just about riding. I'm about the whole lifestyle.
Right. You know what? It's changed everything. And for me, in the ways of how I deal with other people. When, you have let's say here's a good example. You're at a restaurant and the waitress is snubbing you or whatever. Before I would have been like, oh, I've had a problem, And now I'm like, oh, she's probably having a bad day. I'm going to be extra nice. And it works. Mm-hmm. In my relationships, it works. It works. And it's not to kill them with kindness, but it's be kind, be positive, and assume positive intent. No matter what is going on, you have no idea what's going on in the people's lives around you. Assume positive intent, and it will take away so many of the issues that you will cause for yourself if you take things personally.
I love it. And ride with intent and belief, right?
Enjoy. And I ride now with joy.
I love it. That's so fabulous. Oh, Gigi, thank you so much for doing this from
welcome.
Kentucky. I so appreciate it. And good luck to you and also to your daughter. I know she shows as well, and she's there showing. And to your whole family, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm always here, okay?
I will. Thank you for everything. I could not have done any of this without you. I really appreciate you in the program. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Gigi.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.